All right. I don't know, let's play a quick game. Of course. Okay. Oh, shit. Of course, they're going to, we're going to play a rivalry here. Ooh. Edit uniform. Oh, look, they have the current away, the current alternate. Okay. All right, ready. Quarterly, 5 minutes. Play clock. Time. Ooh, we can change the weather. Overcast, partly cloudy, windy, rainy, random. It's gonna do clear, okay? Let's see how badly we can mess this up.
Welcome between these hallowed hedges, Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, home to the Georgia Bulldogs. They've had a little chicken, they've had a little drink, and friends, it's time once again to let the big dogs eat. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started.
Gee, why does he look so weird?
Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets offense will have the first possession of the game. There will be some clean, old-fashioned hate on display in this one, guys.
How cool is that, by the way? That's the name of the rivalry. When it comes up, clean, old-fashioned hate. You think they like each other? Absolutely not. Bragging rights all through the state of Georgia.
You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Sometimes you have to put it in a tight window, and sometimes the window is gargantuan, and it was there.
Yeah, that was one of them big old huge windows. And I tell you what, when you throw in the middle of the field, a lot of times quarterbacks are a little bit hesitant.
That's right.
When you're that open, it's easy to pull the trigger, easy to make the decision, make the read, get the ball to your receiver.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Trying to get to it. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting a fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack. They get the huge loss on that play.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you do whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate
modeled
enough
the
to
real
cover it back up.
cheerleaders, or they're just completely like naive for the game.
And the Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. On the return, it's Evans. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will go to work for the first time today. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking for room, it's Etienne. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
I do like the screen on the top left.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 15, looking for room. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They're going to run it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Looking downfield, it's King. Getting some heat. Going to try to get it himself. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. It's complete. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love the energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield. The running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
On second down, he's looking downfield. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And the Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Here's the handoff. The Dogs get enough for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
He'll do it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
They're trying to go option, and they're trying to put that defensive end in a bind, but he's just way too athletic, and he guessed right. The quarterback was keeping the ball. He knew it and was able to make the tackle in the backfield.
And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Great play by the defense. Listen, that's why he plays defense. Yes, I get it. I get the jokes. Defensive guys can't catch real well. But the offense, they caught a big-time break right there. That could have been disaster on their side of the field. Could have been a big turnover that led to points.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
So after the first down run, here's second down. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
The Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll bring it back. It's Evans. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Dogs picked up their hearts and stuffed them right back into their chest and pulled out a close one last time.
Yeah, definitely a lot of Georgia fans breathing a sigh of relief. A lot of success against the Yellow Jackets in this rivalry. They did not want to lose that one. Interesting to see now how the Yellow Jackets come out today.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Fast motion from the offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He locked up and held on to bring him down. The Ramblin' Wreck and the Dogs have been fighting it out for a long time. You know, people forget Georgia Tech is a charter member of the SEC. You know, that was a long time ago. First meeting back in 1893.
Yeah, and reportedly they wanted to join the SEC later, and Georgia said no. But how about this? Tech has a line devoted to Georgia in their fight song about how much they hate them. So that gives you an idea of how deep the hate is.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Wanting to move the chains, here comes Georgia on 4th down. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Dogs!
How do you not love the guts of this offense? 4th down, it's just another down, and what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
PAT unit on the field.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, do you just hate to see it?
What?
Blew the extra point.
I hit the
A
X button.
70-yard touchdown drive, and
I
they
wasn't
finished
paying
things off with a
attention. I'm
44-yard touchdown pass.
Oh my god, I was like, oh god, I just screwed up. I just screwed up. I wasn't paying attention when I hit the button. Oh, I just screwed up.
The kickoff unit about to go to work. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half. They do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
We're not going to mention
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Caught behind the line. It's Haynes. They get him down after he makes the catch. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Quarterback gets the 1st down and more. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to pass, it's King. He's got him in the flat. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. He'll come out throwing on first down. And the defense gets to the quarterback. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on first down, sack on second down, and now on third down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double teamed because they can't block him right now.
We might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Fights off a defender. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Running it back, it's Evans. Makes a move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, from Athens to Atlanta, there are some edgy folks and emotional fan bases in this always contentious battle between the Dogs and Yellow Jackets. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top.
Oh, my God.
And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. We're ready to get another look at this offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Rolls it in. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, second and 7. Looking to pass, it's Beck. Unloads to the right. And he bats it away, it falls incomplete.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. We like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
I really like this slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
Oh, well.
Oh, just didn't have enough leg.
I
It looked
told
like he
you
had
I'm
the
not even
accuracy. It
good.
looked like it was going right between the uprights, just not enough power on the kick.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get...
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing with pressure in his face.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Caught in the backfield. It's Singleton. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And they got him for the sack.
That's his 2nd sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment?
How to
First,
melt
I'm going to
him
roll
here.
out away from him. I'm going to double team him. Let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
And the Yellow Jackets will punt it away on 4th down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The offense lining up for a first down play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
If you're the defense, you know that running back is the guy you've now got to stop. He's had a lot of touches in this game. Yes, he's made a lot of plays, but you've got a chance to win here. If you're going to do that, you need to take him away.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason that they broke through, the reason they started winning championships in the recent era, they became more aggressive, more dynamic throwing the football down the field. Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on 3rd down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. Caught near the sticks. It's Lovett. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Bulldogs will line it up on 1st and 10. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, but we're trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. A first down run in the red zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now on 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia! Things getting tough for the Jackets as the hairy dogs putting the bite into this one.
Georgia owning the Jackets, and they've owned this series, this rivalry, the hatred between the two. Right now, it's looking like that Governor's Cup going straight to the Dogs.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Power ahead. Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the 2-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, you can tell this offense is frustrated, giving up another sack, and they're out of sync, out of sorts. They're just not used to this. This trigger man's usually good. This offense is usually good. They've had a day they would love to forget.
Let's see how much they can get on 2nd and 9 from the 20. To the air, it's Kane. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And they get him again. This has not been the day we expected. This young man, we expect great things. Like, he is one of the better players in college football. You think he'd come out, put on the show, but this defense has had his number all game long.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Brought down after a pickup of 5 yards down to the 10.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. And the Bulldogs will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. On the ground. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the beatdown has ensued. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this close game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're just about ready to kick it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Back to throw, it's King. Keeps looking downfield. They didn't get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
Man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, looking to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail, now you've set the other team up for almost automatic points.
A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Bulls his way forward. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Didn't find a single crack to run through on the last 2 plays. Let's see if they go up top on 3rd and 10. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here in late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
And the ball is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game, take the W and go out.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Gonna run it. It's Frazier. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. And the Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Handoff to the single back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Run the gun. They'll try to impose their running game. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Give to the running back. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.